Hey guys, what's up? Scavenger Reviews here. So first off, I have paint on my hand. I was painting. Give me a break. Anyways, though. Oh, and the paint's dry. Studio Series 86 Megatron. I really like this guy. I did not expect to like him. I'll be honest. I know he can't be a gun. I know this. But I really still kind of wanted him to be a gun. I was holding out hope. Foolish hope, misguided hope, I know. But I still wanted him to be a gun. That being said, the designers, the Hasbro designers, knowing they can't make him a gun, decided, alright, we know you want a gun. We're sorry that you can't have one. But you know what? He's going to be a tank, and we're going to make him the best damn tank ever. Now, this is a very, very faithful G1 Megatron. There we go. I really like this guy. He has got presence. He is tall. He is kind of beefy in a your dad kind of way, I mean, here he is with one of his contemporaries, I guess you'd say. Move that out the way. Here is Earthrise Starscream. Here's Siege Megatron. Hold on. Why is the focus so bad on him for some reason? Okay, now it's just getting even worse. And G-Axis and Devastation Optimus. And the scale of these guys really does not show. I mean, really does not do any good. This is like you versus a guy she tells you not to worry about. 5'11" versus 6 foot. And by the way, G-Axis. Anybody even know who G-Axis is? Apparently, he was supposed to be the next Megatron. That's what I've kind of, gleamed from him. But whatever. Clearly, that didn't happen. So let's get out of here. Whoosh. Anyways, like I said, this isn't a G1. I mean, well, it is a G1, obviously. Let me get this guy out of the way, too. Like I said, they couldn't make him a gun. They made him a tank. So this is a very good tank. And this is a very good robot mode. He's definitely still got all of the design reminiscent of the gun. You've got, these on the side. And you've got, the barrel on the back. And look at this. This is the we're sorry, Oh, crap. They couldn't include a gun. I mean, they couldn't make him a gun, so they included a gun, which fits very well into Starscream's hand. I can't wait until the next Studio Series Starscream comes out, because I'm not one of the people that really hate Earthrise Starscream, but I'm not also it's not the best either. It's okay. It's a 4 out of 10 figure, but when they make that, oh my god, when they make that next Starscream, I'm gonna pick him up day McFrickin' 1. In the meantime, he will go in his hand. Enough yapping about other figures, let's talk about this figure. So, he comes with his lightsaber, I don't really know what it's called, but he comes with his lightsaber, pretty cool, pretty good. Comes with his fusion cannon, which is removable, of course. And comes with the aforementioned barrel of the gun and the other gun over there. Which this is posable, but obviously that's for transformation. Speaking of transformation, this is where, I'm really sold. You could give me a Megatron that looks this good and I would have been happy. But you gave me a Megatron that looks this good and the transformation is fun, so fun. It's, this, I don't know how to explain. First of all, he's got opening hands. Look at that. How freaking cool is that, man? There we go. The lightsaber really is a little too tight in his hand. I don't like how hard you have to actually push it in his hand. But yeah, look at that, opening hands. So you can have him making a fist. You can have him pointing. Like that. You can have him doing whatever you want, Unfortunately, no flipping the bird or anything like that because it's the 3 finger plus 1 finger, so he can do that, freaking gacho ass. Anyways, though, let's get on with it. So, for transformation, first you want to ball up his fists. Like so. Do that on the other side if you haven't already. Take his arms out. Like that. Put his fist in. Spin him around. And close him back up. Remove the gun. And do the same on the other side. For now, you want to take this out and just drop it right on the floor. It'll be fine, don't worry about it. Anyways, you want to take the skirts out, push them both back, and spin them around to the back. And you'll want to undo this, undo his foot and leg, just keep that out of the way for now. And then from here, it's actually really cool, you'll push that out, straighten all that, and then you're going to open up these side panels, letting you flip that out, and then close it back. And then, same, flip that out, close it back, pull this all the way around, and click that into place. And do the same on the other side. Now from here, all you need to do is line the skirts up, like that, and like that. And there you go. And now from here, just leave him right there for now. We're just going to keep him butterflied out. And we're going to pull the chest forward, like so. We're going to flip it. Oh, wait, well, hold on. Not yet. Then we're going to push that out, because his arms, I really don't like this. Okay, so the instructions, they say to push the butterfly forward and then wring it out like that. Ugh, and I don't like that. Did you hear that? That sounded awful. I wish you could kind of push on it from the inside, but I have tried and you can't really get your finger in there just quite right. I hate it so much. If there is a different way to do this and I'm just an idiot for not finding out, please show me. Please show me. Anyways, though, now we're going to push its head down and it'll line up right with that tab. Like so. Pretty cool. And then you're going to close that back up. Pull these out. Or pull that out, I mean. And pull this forward. And then from there, you're going to spin his waist around, and you're going to just whoop, like so. Well, first off, you want to pull that out. Hello, Megatron. Anyways, and there's a little slot right there that's going to tab in right there. And there you go. If you've done it all, make sure that's straightened out. If you've done it all right, it should look something like this. Don't worry. Looks a little weird right now, but we're getting to it. So, from here, all you want to do is accordion the arms up so that they are this particular configuration. Same on the other side. Like so. No, wait, not like so. Yep, there we go. And they'll just push together. A slight transformation. You just want to make sure the arms are in this configuration, okay? So just get them like that, to where it's like L, L, and then L, just get them like that. And then you're just going to accordion the arms up, the leg pieces up, like so. Same on the other side, okay? And then, again, tab it all back into place if it tabs out. Get it all nice and together. And then from here, just close the doors. And they're going to tab in there, and then also in here that I keep pushing down on accident. There we go. And it will go here and here. It's pretty cool. So, I'm just going to do that. Alright. That side as well. And then I like to flip it over to really see what I'm doing here. So, you can see you kind of got to get it in that one. And then in that side. Why is it not going in that side? There we go. And then just squeeze it. And then from there, push the knees down. And then, I don't know if it's on everyone's copy, but on my copy, you have a tab here, tab there, tab here, tab there. they don't want to fit in. So push the feet down, the toes specifically, and then push those down. And they'll mostly get into place. Let's see if I can get it on camera. Yeah, they'll mostly get into place, but they don't quite want to tab in. They can, there it goes. But the second I move this one into place, watch. Yeah. Okay, you know what? Fuck you, Megatron. Of course, when I try to show people, I mean, I'm glad it worked, technically, but of course, when I try to show someone, that's when it wants to not do the thing it's been doing. But, here we go. And from there, you take the gun, the fusion cannon, not really a gun, and you just flip that out, push it in like so. There we go. And then you want to put that over here, and then just push it into the sides. And there's like a tab right there in the middle of the arm that you'll just want to slide into the slot on the side of his arm, like so. There we go. And do the same on the other side. And then from there, just put the barrel in, and then there you go. There you have a G1 Megatron. Kind of, technically, G1 adjacent. I think it was Perspective End who said that no matter what you say, this is not technically a G1 Megatron, this is like a G1 Legends Megatron, I think is what he called it. And I totally get that, because I agree. Like, it's, again, just give us a tank. Even if you had to make, like, the barrel orange. Hell, I would have I would have taken, like, this whole gray piece right here. If that whole piece was orange, I would have been fine with it. I would have said, you know what? Sacrifice had to be made. If it really bugs me that much, I can repaint it. I can't rebuild it. I can't rebuild this into a gun. That's not really in my, ability. I'm sure maybe somebody can, but, like, I can't. It's not really in my ability. However, this is an amazing tank. This is nowhere near the Siege Megatron. It's nothing to do with the Megatronus that I do have. He's just in storage. It's nothing. It's no retool or anything like that. So I'm very happy about that. And I know I made it look kind of difficult on camera. That's because it's really weird to transform things on camera. Because first of all, like, I'm sitting behind the camera right now. So when I put my arms in front, I'm like fully extending my arms to do this, So it's weird to do it like that, I'm serious. Give it a try, be a YouTuber, give it a try, have some fun, and try to transform something on camera. It's not natural. It's this thing that's super easy and you've done it a million times, but it's not natural. I just want to clarify all that because this was a very fun and natural transformation. I think that without the instruction booklet, I could have figured this out. I always use the instruction booklet. I know some people like to kind of just manhandle it and figure it out and stuff like that, and that's part of the fun for them. Not for me. For me, it's basically just like, I want to do it right the first time. You know what I mean? I don't want to break anything, because I have broken stuff before. I've tried to figure it out on certain figures and stuff like that, and then snapped a piece off, like a gun or a joint or an arms even, something like that. It's not fun, buddy. Let me tell you, it's not fun. As far as accessory storage, you can just put the sword kind of anywhere in any of the ports. I like to put it right there. And then the gun, if I take him, you can put it right there. And then it's just like one of those tanks that have like a little turret on the top of it too, which is very fun, But that will go in, I think actually I'm going to put it in Soundwave's hand. I have a Soundwave back there. That's like right there, and he's really cool. I think I'll put it in his hand. But yeah, like I said, over and over, just infinite glazing of this figure, because this is basically them saying, if it's gonna be a tank, we're gonna make a tank, and we're gonna make one hell of a tank. It's got actual wheels on the bottom, so you can actually roll it across. It rolls pretty well, so you can actually have him rolling. That's pretty fun. The tank does... Hold on, back in frame. The gun does spin, so it is pretty cool like that. and it doesn't have any up and down really. I mean, there's like a little bit of up, but not really. It's more just the actual moving the joints and stuff like that. Hold on. Sorry about that. I noticed that I had the head kind of popped out a little bit. It wasn't quite lined up right here, so it was like kind of bulging out the parts, but whatever. Anyways, though, yeah, just definitely, absolutely recommend. Would buy. 10 out of 10. He was an impulse buy. I saw him and I was originally gonna stay away from him because I was like, he's a cool Megatron, all right, but I don't really need him. I have enough Megatrons. Trust me, I have like a ton of Megatrons. Go to my Instagram at Scavenger Reviews. Shameless shout out. But no, seriously, I have like a ton of Megatrons, tanks, guns, planes. Well, I don't have any. I have only one gun Megatron, and it's like this super tiny. It's like only like five. It's like 5 inches tall or something like that. And he's like incredibly difficult to transform. I don't transform him half the time. I just leave him in gun. He's been in gun for like 5 years now. Anyways, though, but no, seriously, go out and buy him. I was gonna skip him. I'm so glad I didn't. I cannot wait to get the Studio Series Optimus. Like, I've seen photos of like both official photos and fan photos of like them together fighting and stuff and recreating their fight scenes and stuff. Oh my gosh, it looks so cool. But go on, buy it. 10 out of 10. You know, to steal the job of Hong thing, kiss, 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 whatever. You know, but no, seriously. I've been Scavenger Reviews. Give me a like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think about it. If you've got like your own figure and stuff like that, let me know how you like it. Let me know what your thoughts are. You know, let me know if you know who G-Axis is, and give me a shout out in your own videos. I really need I really need the money. Please give me the money, and I'll buy the Studio Series Optimus to go along with him. Can't do it without you guys. Yeah, I've been Scavenger. Peace out, guys. Like, bada bing, bada boom. Hey, you know. I don't know what